Hey guys, how are you? It's Melanie. I'm sorry I've been gone for 2 weeks. Well, I haven't been gone officially, but I still been posting like little slideshows and whatnot about Christmas and stuff like that. Hope everybody had a great New Year's. Few things I want to talk about today. Well, the first week I couldn't make a video. That was around Christmas time, and it was because I was very sick. I had a cold, and it was I had a lot of congestion, and I guess it was hard for me to swallow. And what happened was that I learned actually when I'm sick, this was the first time that I really got sick, I guess like after I had surgery, that my band gets tighter and I cannot eat any food. So basically I stood without eating food for about a week. And if I did eat anything, it would come back up. I mean, I was so extremely tired. It was horrible. And what happened with the cause of that, I dropped down to 148. So that to me was a big problem, because when I was viewing my photos of my Christmas and whatnot, I was literally saying to myself that I was way too thin. And I've known, and I know that I said that in the past too, but it's not. Like I've told you before, I said I only really see my results when I look at myself in a photo. You know, and most people that had weight loss surgery, it's funny because they think that they're too fat, and they're still seeing themselves as too fat. I see myself as way too thin. To me, I looked really good when I was like between 160 to 170. And now like I see myself like I'm really I guess thin from like here on out, you know, and it's like I see my face and it's like all in, and then like my collarbones like this, and I'm like, oh God, you know. So I'm struggling seeing myself in a photo. So what happened, and I'm gonna get to that, I dropped to 148 3 times during these 2 weeks, and I really didn't want to drop down under 150. What happened is I was sabotaging myself, and I was eating a lot of food that I'm not supposed to eat. Not a lot. When I eat like food, you know, not junk food, but like food that I'm not supposed to eat. And I was purposely trying to gain more weight, because it's difficult. I mean, like it was difficult in the past for me to lose weight, and now it's difficult for me to maintain my weight because I keep dropping. So I was just like eating and eating and eating, you know, when I did get better. And my best friend, she was telling me, she was here this weekend, and she was telling me, I don't understand you, because you know, when I do eat I feel horrible, because you know what it is to like diet for a whole year and to eat healthy, and then for you like to put something bad in your mouth. I mean, I felt completely horrible. And you know, when I did step in the scale and it did say, you know, 152, ask me how I felt. Did I feel good? No, I felt like shit, and I really did. I mean, I felt completely horrible. I mean, even though I gained, you know, those 4 pounds, I felt horrible that I did, because it's like, I guess like in the back of my head, I don't want to be fat. But then when I see myself in a picture, I'm struggling with myself, and I'm like, Melanie, you're too thin, you know, you're gonna have to gain more weight. So those are the things that I'm battling now, you know, and I'm just like, oh, it's so difficult to do. So from the last time that you guys spoke to me, I was 150 so for you, I gained 2 pounds, but for me, I gained 4 pounds. And it was done purposely, not done by mistake. So yeah, I don't want to drop under 150, you know. And you know, I mean, I would have stayed at 160, but for me to be at a healthy BMI and to be not considered overweight, I have to be under 154. And to me, that's like complete bull, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm 150, but I look like I'm 120, 130, like in all actuality, you know. And it's like, you know, people try so hard to be at a healthy weight and to be not considered overweight, you know, that I literally dropped myself under 154 when I thought that I was okay at 160. So yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, I'm sabotaging myself now. I'm trying to eat more. I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing that because I do feel horrible. I did stop exercising, and that's mainly because when I exercise, I did a lot of cardio, and I already know my body. And once I start doing exercise, I mean, I will continue to drop, and that's why I haven't done so. But yeah, that's what's going on in my department here. What else? What else? My surgery is in the next 2 weeks. Well, it's actually not in 2 weeks, but it's in less than two weeks because I'll be leaving on January 15th, and I'll be going to Colombia to do it. And I am scared. I am nervous. I've been having anxiety, which is very unlike me, and a lot of people tell me that because they know me, and they know that I'm like basically fearless. You know, when I had this lap band surgery, you know, on January 6th of 2009, I was completely fearless. They kept asking me, oh, are you scared? You know, are you nervous? No, I'm not. You know, and then with this one, it's like, it's completely opposite. And I've been having dreams about it. And I think the main thing why I'm so nervous is because, you know, I will be in a different country, and I'm only going to be with my sister, so I'm not really going to have my family there. You know, I'm going to be out there for 2 weeks. The main thing that really scares the hell out of me is that I'm going to be under for like 7 hours, and they're like going to do so much to me, and they're going to open me up, and I'm just thinking of like the pain afterwards, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to be in so much pain, and I'm a sucker for pain. I'm like so bad with pain. And yeah, I mean, it's here, guys. I mean, seriously, this is it. I mean, wow, I can't believe I'm going through with it. As you guys know, based on the pictures that you've been seeing in the last 2 weeks as well, you guys would know that, you know, me and my husband are working things out, and right now we're seeing, you know, a marriage therapist, and, you know, things are, you know, looking good for us. And you know, a lot of people have been asking me, you know, why are you saying that after weight loss surgery, you know, your relationship, you know, you go through bumps in your relationship? And to me, I finally figured it out. I mean, and it wasn't until somebody actually said it on YouTube, I'm like, wow, you know, that's my main problem here, you know. When you start losing all this weight, and I did it so quickly, I did it in 7 months, so I guess that was a huge shock for him. When you start losing all this weight, you want your husband or the person that you love or you're with to notice you. You want him to pay extra attention to you. You want him to be like, wow, you know, you're looking good. So he didn't say that to me, and he, like, little stuff like him, like, not touching me all the time. He's naturally attracted to bigger women, and I know that for a fact. So to me, I always thought, you know, maybe he's not interested in me anymore because I'm losing all this weight. And he preferred me more, you know, I guess, thicker, you know. And like just little comments, like he would say, oh, you looked, you know, better when, you know, you were thicker, or I always liked you the way you were, or like the other comment the other day, like, why you're trying to be perfect, you know, little stuff like that. Like, it gets to me, you know. And for him, like, not to notice me when other people are like noticing and be like, wow, you know, you look totally different, and you look amazing, and blah blah blah, you look so beautiful. You just want to hear that from the person you're living with, and you want him to touch you, and you want him to be crazy about you, and you want him to be all over you. So, you know, I guess that's what I was battling with, you know. You just want them to pay more extra attention, because to you in your head, you're like, you're working so hard for it, and you want them to notice, you know. So yeah, that was it. But yeah, everything is working out. And actually, I didn't have this discussion with him, so he probably doesn't even know. He just started doing it on his own, you know. Like, he started, like, I guess, like, you know, touching me more and be like, oh babe, you know, you look at you or whatever, I can't believe, you know, how thin you